Hello and welcome, my name is Std-10th with SS. Chapter 18, Price Rise and Consumer Awareness. As we know that in today's scenario, rising of price, if you have gone through your mother, father, and family, mothers and sisters and aunts and aunties, they are talking about that lots of price rise in this thing and that thing, and you can just imagine this thing. You can just go through that what it creates and how problems are there, and for that we all are consumers. We all must understand this thing. We must have awareness. So let's go to chapter 18, price rise and consumer awareness. On page 146, it's a very big chapter, so I would like to go a little bit fast. Among many economic and social problems of India, one is price rise. Continuous and constant rise in price in different fields of economy at a high rate is called price rise. Please underline this thing, which is a problem. But price rise along with stability is beneficial for economy. Generally, increase in price result in increasing profit of organizers and producers. No doubt, it increase. Price rise means increasing benefit, profit for the organizations, for the shopkeepers, whatever you can say. But what about the people? What they suffer? Because of undecided profit, they got opportunity to set up new production units. Profit amount increases when production cost is less than price rise. So the producer gets encouragement for a new investment. As a result, production and employment increases. Due to increase in income, producer, organizers and businessmen can increase the wages of their employees. So to another fact we can see, the more production, the more the price rise, more money, new units, then employment, more profit, many things. It goes two sides of the coin like. Thus, due to increase in income, producer, organizer, and business can increase the wages of their employee. Thus, due to increase in income, purchasing capacity increases. So, money spent on usage of commodities increases, resulting into price rise in the living standard and speed of economic development. We can yes understand in the speed of economic development. Price rise is also one part of factor. We can just say that it increase the economic system of a particular place, particular state, particular country too. So it can be said that stable price rise is prescribed for economic development. Yes, their price rise must be there, but it must be in a stable state. Not like this that today onion are 50 rupees per kg. And onion is called the kasturi of the poor people. That with a roti, a piece of bread, a person can eat onion. If onion will be there, then there is no need of sabji or curry, etc. This all thing. But how a person who works, who is too poor, to earn 10 rupees, 15 rupees, 30 rupees, we can say 50 rupees. In this 50 rupees, he have to buy oil or chilies and more, many things. Can he buy onion? No, he can't. So, but a stability is there. You can understand, just 5 rupees a kg if onion we get. Then he can get a lot of onion. Apart from that, rice, dals, pulses, we can say everything, a good meal. So if there is a stable price rise, then it is profitable and it leads towards the development. Where there is a noticeable increase in price rise of commodities or services invariably and continues at high rates, then the production of intensious commodities and services do not increase, but supply of money increases speedily. Thus, excessive amount of money is used on comparatively less commodities. This kind of price rise condition is called inflationary situation. As we are having inflationary situation regarding, just I gave the example of what? Potato also today 50 rupees kg. Onion. So there is inflationary of price rise. Due to that, what happens? Each and every person connected to this thing, they bear for this thing. High disturbance in the price, expenditure, income, and calculation of price of production equipment and their allocation generates serious disparity in economic by creating chaos in money supply. In such condition, price rise acts as a hindrance in development of country. Obviously, if there is inflationary in the market, it affects the economy of the development of economy of a particular country. Price rise is not always inflationary. Many times, in spite of decrease in inflation rates in economy, price of basic commodities or services used by common people increases, while the price in other sectors shows stable or decreasing behavior. So it must do a work like that of a pendulum. Equilibrium, you can say. So in a part, for example, now government has increased the price of this thing, tobacco productions. In the other form, there is a low price of wheat and this thing. So we can have a stability over there. So there must be a price rise in term that it stables the economic, stables the market. Now, reason of price rise. What are the reasons? Mainly two factors are responsible for price rise. One is due to lack of instantaneous increase in the production and supply of commodity and service in economy, due to sharp increase in total demand of country as compared to supply, continuous price rise is seen. Following reasons are responsible for it. Number one, increase in monetary supply. What does it mean? Monetary supply. Supply of money in economics increase in three ways: by filling deficit replacement, that is by generating new money. How we can generate new money? By adopting some ideas of good ideas, by adopting some new things. Increase in circulation of money, that is increase in transaction of money in market, and to decrease rate of interest on debt. So, how? Following reasons are responsible for it. Reasons for price rise. What are the reasons? Supply of money in economy increases in three ways. In which way? By filling deficit replacement, that is by generating new money. Increase in circulation of money, that is increase in transactions of money in market, to decrease rate of interest on debt. So three ways are there, three particular ways are there that are connected to price rise. Now, when there is increase in money, income of people, purchasing power, effective demand of commodities and services increase, but total supply does not increase accordingly to it. So price rise is there, where increase in monetary system, more money if you are having, you spend more. If you will spend more, then for a particular product there will be more demand. So more demanded item, what they will, it definitely the price rise will be there for a particular commodity, a particular thing, place, anything we can just say. In order to fulfill planned and unplanned expenditure, government increases supply of money by generating a new money through deficit replacement policy. Increase in administrative expenses of government, unplanned expenditure, defense expenditure, or increase in expenditure of different welfare schemes and fares. Expenditures on celebration, public or private expenditure leads to sudden increase in supply of money in market, which increase in purchasing power, resulting in increase of price level. This increase in purchasing power becomes the reason of price price rise. In terms of government also, a particular step is taken by government that this particular loan must be given, this particular seats must be given in a low rate, yeah, this and that thing. What happens? The monetary system made by the government also, it flows more and more, and then and when it flows more and more, definitely there will be lack of commodities, yeah, some type of capital systems, yeah, this all thing, and the price will raise high. No increase is there in total production or supply of commodities and services in the market due to unplanned expenses of government. Government doesn't plan and go through more and more expenses, then it creates a problem. But due to increase in salary, but due to increase in salary or allowance, supply of money increases in the hand of people. Along with it, resources of production start getting more valuable, so income increases, leading to cumulative increase in supply of money. As a result of it, purchasing power increases, that is, total demand increases, but total supply doesn't increase in accordance. This leads to price rise. Due to government unplanned policies, monetary systems runs fast. If monetary system runs fast towards the employment, to employees, towards the people, then what happens? They rush for a particular capital. They rush for particular monetary section systems, we can say. And due to that, there is a lack of commodities in the services in the market, and they face price rise. Thus, price rise is a result as well as reason for increase in supply of money. The bank reduces rate of interest for credit as well as increases it reserved cash, which help it to give loan and credit at low rate of interest and mild condition, which result in increase in supply of money in the hands of people, which creates pressure on demand of commodities and subsequently causes price. Bank sector is also connected with this. As they give loans to subsidy the exercise, the monetary system changes. The monetary movement moves fast, and due to that, people won't get more services as the needy thing, and thus price rise. Number 2 is population growth. Population increases at the rate of 1.9 in India. Total population of India was 121 crore in 2011. Because of speed increase in population of country in 2001, and an imbalanced condition in demand and supply was created, which led to shortage of supply leading to price rise. We can just understand, due to more population, more things are in demand. If more things are in demand, then price rise creates. Increase in export. Because of increase in demand of the Indian good in foreign market, government has encouraged increase in export, as a result of which availability of commodities decreases in local or internal markets. So scarcity is observed. Shortage of supply against demand leads to price rise. Obviously, when we export more and more things, we are suffering from all these things. We are exporting onion to other countries, while in India today now 50-55 rupees per kg onion is there. High price of raw material. Shortage of raw material leads to increase in production cost, so price of commodity increases. On the other side, consumer or produce goods are same workers or common people. The demand for increase in salary, and when it is satisfied, there is again increase in production cost, resulting in price rise. Thus, vicious cycle of price rise keep on going. You can just understand. More demanded of a particular material, a particular thing, it will the raw material will be in high cost. The raw material in high cost, people need more people, mass rate people in that section, more employment, more flow of money, and this flow of money will give a price. Usage of non-registered currency, black money. In order to save tax, many economical dealings are not mentioned in accounting book. Many people hide their high income or excise income. Thus, such an income is not mentioned in the account book and tax is not paid on it. Such unregistered income is called black money. Because of fear of being caught for paying income tax or service tax rather than storing money, people try to use it as early as possible and purchase unwanted things. Thus, black money has been supported for price rise. More black money to hide taxes from government. What people will do? People will invest here and there and this and that thing. They will buy more, and this circumstances creates price. Price rise by the government increases support prices of petroleum product, chemical fertilizer, support price for agriculture crops by the way of administrative orders, because of which supply of money increased due to step taken by the government to fill the debt. As a result of which price rise is there. Thus government only gives birth to price rise. What government is? Give more duties on this thing. Income tax, custom, sale tax, this duty, that duty. What happened? More flow of money is needed. More flow of money is needed. Demand is also there, and thus government gives the birth to price rise. Natural factor. Production reduces due to natural calamity like excessive rainfall, drought, earthquake, epidemic, etc. And human factors like war, rights, movement, strikes or individual interests, lockout. We can use lockdown too, etc. An adverse effect is seen in supply. Decrease in supply when the quality of money remains stable, result increases pressure or demand on commodities, resulting in rise in price. Nature also affect. We had gone through recently in this situation while lockdown, that we were facing problem to get things, and due to that and these materials that we needed, and because of these natural calamities like flood, drought, many etc., we can now say COVID-19 too. Because of that, there is price rise in the market. Now, smuggling, hoarding and black marketing. Many times due to the high import and duty rates as well as control on import or restriction on exports with the intention of duty evasion secretly without paying tax, foreign goods are dumped in a country. This is called smuggling. Smuggling, you all know that in demanded food, when it is not imported or not exported, then smuggling is done. Due to the speculations or rumors on prediction that prices are going to rise in future, all the sections of society, businessmen, producers, consumers get involved in a hoarding in more or less quantity. As a result of it, pressures on supply of that community is created and artificial scarcity arises. So by increasing the price of the commodity to increase their profit margin, the producer take an undue advantage of people. This is called profiteering. Please underline this word: smuggling, profiteering. This all will help you in short questions. That unnecessarily, we can say, people gives rumors about a particular, that you won't get now more amount of sugar, tea, anything. Rumors are there, so people run away to buy all these things. As we had seen in this lockdown condition, that there is going to be another lockdown, people will run back towards the shop. What shopkeeper will do? He will raise the price. He will raise the price, and it will create a problem, and that is called profiteering. Thus, by other activities like hoarding, black marketing, and monitoring, scarcity of commodities created in the market. This is a factor responsible for price rise. Now, why price rise should be controlled? Why it should be controlled? Now, let them go. Let them take whatever amount. Let people die. Is it so? No. Why it should be controlled? Continuous price rise cause massive far-reaching and adverse effect on economic and social life of people. To avoid this effect, the need of price control has arisen. We will understand the effect of price as follows. Number one, because we are a social animal, we are human beings, we are social animals, we must think about everyone, and the need of everyone. So there must be control on price rise. The vicious circle of price rise keeps on moving continuously because of increase in profit, increase in income, increase in purchasing power, increase in demand of goods and service. Lives of the people, of the poor and middle class people become miserable, as we know. Rate of saving and capital generation decrease due to price rise. Production of capital generation decrease due to price rise. Production of necessary commodity decrease. New business industries employment stops due to price rise. What will happen? Small scale industries will affect. Small shopkeepers are affected. Even we middle class people, poor people will be affected more. Foreign investment decreases because of increase in import of goods. Foreign exchange is spent, which gives rise to new problem. Production of necessary goods decreases, so scarcity is created. Living standard of the people deteriorates, rise to the new problem. Deteriorates, the poor become poor, and there is price rise. What will be condition? The poor will become more and more poor. As the production of good increases in the country, they become expensive, so the cost of export good increases. Comparative import good becomes cheap in the market. As a result, export decrease and import increase. Balance of exchange is disturbed. Imbalance is created in import and export. In import export, we can't export because of price rise. More money is needed. Nowadays we have to import onion, as I given the example, from other country, from Afghanistan or so. Why? Because price rise of onion in our country. Living standard of people, middle class, deteriorates because of price rise. In order to fulfill requirement, immoral activities like theft, robbery, murder, crime, betting, hoarding, profiteering, black marketing, corruption, suicide increase in the society, moral degradation occurs in the society. Why price rise must be stopped and controlled? Because it will create a big social problem in the society, like theft, like robbery, like profiting, and many things. And the social life will be disturbed, degraded. Thus, inflationary price rise is a hindrance for economy. So, there is a desperate need to control price rise. Now, steps taken to control price rise. Total expenditure keeps on increasing continuously in economy, but production of goods does not increase with same pace. This result in price rise. Government takes steps to control price rise. What are the steps that should be taken to control price rise? Number one, monetary measures. Bank, that is the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, reduces the money circulation in the country, in the economy, As a result, a lash is imposed on the spending tendency of the people, thereby reducing the demands of goods, which in turn leads to reduction in price. The RBI increases rate of interest through lending policy. Loan or credit becomes expensive, which stops unnecessary capital investment or betting investment. On the other hand, the saving tendency of the people increases due to the increased rate of interest, as well as there is increase in deposit, investment in different savings. Thus, due to lack of funds, betting, speculations, hoardings are stopped, and profiteering is controlled. Because of increase in bank rate, commercial bank have to increase lending rates. So, proportion of lending decreases due to increase in rate of interest. Excess money is stretched for betting and comes back to economy in the form of saving. So, rate of capital in the investment increases. New field of business and employment are open. Due to increase in the reserve funds of bank, reserve fund of bank, branch of commercial banks are controlled, decreasing lending in that. By selling government securities in the open market, cash source, reserves of commercial bank and public is reduced. As there is decrease in supply of money in the hands of people, consumable expenditure reduces, resulting in control of price rise. Monetary system is maintained by RBI, Reserve Bank of India. It monitors the whole system, monetary system, we can say. Yet, by keeping high rates, of interest, it can be stopped by giving high rates towards the people, towards the industrialists, etc. in this sector, so that they won't get loan. And they won't get loan, what will happen? New unnecessary business are stopped over there. Apart, people will what they will be by knowing that there is more interest on their saving, they will do more and more saving. Trafficking, we can say, the smuggling, and these all businesses will be stopped by that. Now, fiscal measure. Fiscal policy means government strategy with respect to public expenditure and rising revenue, taxation and public loan policy. Again, I would like to repeat. Fiscal policy means government strategy with respect to public expenditure and rising revenue, taxation and public loan policy. Government decreases supply of money by reducing its own expenditure as well as possible, along with reduction in total expenditure of the country. It postpones such plans on which rate of expenditure is high and is not lucrative immediately. It reduces administrative expenditure and unuseful expenditure. Under taxation policy, government increases taxes which price rise occurs so that there is reduction in the supply of spending money among people. Income tax, company tax, property tax are raised. Export is controlled, and because of imposition of the high role of the revenue on imported goods, cost of imported goods rises. So import sinks. Public loan policy. Under public loan policy, government tries to limit total expenditure of society by issuing loans or bringing schemes like compulsory saving plan. It takes different encouraging steps to encourage people to make saving, reduces the rate of public debt, decrease government help like giving subsidy, increase the proportion and coverage of the direct tax, imposes heavy tax on goods used by the rich and luxury item, because of which the production sinks and production of necessary basic goods increases. Thus, with this step, proportion of income in hand will reduce, as a result which demand of goods will decrease, and finally prices will reduce. So, government tendency, here it is written fiscal measurement and public loan. Fiscal measurement means government keeps a particular type of taxes in a particular things. For example, we will take fair and lovely. Isn't it needed that cream is needed? How it is prepared, how it is made up of, we don't know. Go through YouTube once, go through Google, and just go through how Head and Shoulders shampoo is needed, is prepared, how fair and lovely. So unnecessarily things are there, those people run after them. Government, what the government increase tax on this, increase some tax on income tax, sale tax, this on a particular goods. So what happened? Unnecessary production is stopped. And when unnecessary production is stopped, and due to demand, people can't afford this thing, and due to that, small business will be developed, and they can have that, and the price rise can be controlled. Apart from that, government, I have explained it earlier in monetary section also, when they increase rate of interest on government scheme, on insurance, for example, savings, this all thing. When government increases this thing, increase the ratio of interest, people will save their money. They won't spend their money unnecessarily, and due to by giving them different subsidies and schemes and this all, it can price rise can be controlled. Now control on capital investment. What is capital? Capital means money. That we will discuss in our next session. Till I would like to thank you.